Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the KingsCast. This is episode 3. I'd like to welcome my special guest, Nikhil. Hi, welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm sorry, I was choking on water.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That was something. That was interesting, you know?
Yeah.
Never seen that before.
Never before seen.
Never before seen. You know, I'm going to take a sip of my water, actually. Wait.
Oh, man, I'm going to take a sip of my water.
That is some good... I did not like that. That is some good water.
That is some good water.
H2O, baby.
H2O.
So... today's topic is going to be... today's podcast is going to be a little different than normal. I'm going to be asking my friend here a couple of questions, because we couldn't think of any really good topics to discuss.
We could have gone on forever about anything. That's the problem.
Yeah. So, the first question here that I'm going to ask you is, what's one thing you wish you had known when you began your career at McDonald's?
I wish I knew that the managers were fucking assholes. You know, that's a start.
Were they actually like...
No, actually, most of them were nice, but there was like 2 that really just ruined my days, and I had to work with them almost every night.
Oh.
So it was like, it sucked. And the worst part, it's not like my other coworkers. Like, there's coworkers I didn't like, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But that one fucking manager, oh my god, she just fucking, like, she was such a bitch. She yelled no matter what. Like,
She was the whole,
at everyone for anything.
anger issues.
And she was yelling at me when I was just doing my fucking job, and I yelled back at her, and then I fucking just walked out. Dude, I told you this story.
I know, you told me this story.
I told you this story. I was just making this fucking milkshakes. She turns around, she's like, Nikhil, jump, give me the milkshake. But she had been yelling at me the whole fucking night, and I was just, I had it up to, like...
I had it with her.
I had it, dude, because it had been, like, 6 months of it. This was close to me quitting.
Mm-hmm.
I had 6 months of it, and I was just like, all right, f*** it. All right, I'm done. So then what I did was I was like, blah, 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 and I fucking yelled at her. But that, like, I was like, you're so fucking disrespectful. You don't think about anyone else. You just order us around like we're fucking dogs. Mm-hmm. And I'm done. I'm done. So that I just... I'm
done. I quit. You took your little
I took
visor hat, threw it on the ground,
and then I walked out. I walked out, and then I went and cried on a bench because when I get too angry, I start crying.
I do that too. Don't worry.
Like, so much frustration that I'm just like, I can't control it anymore. I'm just like, tears.
Understandable. Anyway. At least you looked cool while you were doing the whole quitting process.
Yeah. But then I went back and I worked for like another week, and then I quit.
And then oh wow, I didn't even know that. So I've never had a job, you know, because I've never had a job, never had the don't worry about it. You like the chain hanging from my ceiling?
Rich. I'm joking.
Okay. So next question.
You just gave up?
Yeah, because you were just distracting me.
I'm sorry, dude.
All right. Next question. What is your biggest failure, and what did you learn from it?
A tough question.
It's a loaded question.
It is a loaded question. What is my biggest failure? I've done a lot of messed up things in my life.
I've failed a bunch.
Failed classes. Not really. I never failed a class.
Nor have I. I'm cool like that.
I failed relationships. Oh, probably my number one that I will learn from, that I continue to learn from, is the first time I ever stole alcohol.
Oh, that, I don't know if we can, it's fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So I got so fucked up because we finished a whole bottle, and it was my first time drinking.
Mm-hmm. What was it a bottle of?
I don't remember. I think it was Bacardi and Mama Juana.
Mama Juana.
Yeah.
Baba Booey.
And it was not, and the night ended off very badly because of the fact that I got drunk. And
nice.
The guy that I was with did some really bad things.
Oh.
So it was just like, it was a rough time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was probably one of your...
That was probably one of my learning experiences, because I learned that you can't just drink with anyone, A.
Oh, true.
B, you shouldn't steal alcohol. Hey, kids, no one. anyone, just don't steal.
Yeah,
Stealing
don't-
is just not a good
stealing
thing
no
in
bueno.
general. Yeah, that would be my number one failure that I learned from.
I think that's a very important thing for everyone to learn. You know, They
Not to
learn from-
steal.
not to steal. You know, stealing is not good.
I mean, it's not that stealing. The stealing wasn't the problem. It
Well,
was the-
no, yeah,
it
getting
was-
drunk around people
no,
like
that you don't know
that
at
you don't
all
know how
without
they are.
anyone.
yeah.
Well, it's not that I didn't know him at all. It's that I thought I knew him. But the
Yeah.
truth is I didn't know him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Rough times.
Rough times. Everyone makes mistakes. You gotta learn from them.
Exactly.
Sometimes, you know?
And that's all. Like, every failure, every mistake that you ever make throughout your entire life
It's a learning experience.
is a learning experience.
That's great. I think my biggest failure in life was the fact that so
Through a desk.
okay, listen. So I think getting kicked out of 3 schools as a child,
Mm-hmm.
you know, did not really do my learning capabilities. It didn't do me well. I did not learn a lot of basic math. I didn't do well in
Yeah, but you were
school.
also going through a lot as a kid. You know?
I mean,
That's the thing.
It was way after though, honestly, because it was first, second, and third grade.
But
Yeah,
it's
those
still,
were
like,
my worst years.
unresolved issues can always make just life worse in general as
Yeah.
you get older, you know?
Mhm.
Like, I know people who have had fucked up shit that happened to them when they were 10 still affect them when they're fucking 40, you know? And it's because they never dealt with that issue. It just kind of went away in their head. But even though it was always there, it was just in the back. It just, you know?
Fucks you up for life.
Fucks you up for life. That's all I was saying.
I'm just agreeing with you. But yeah, what advice would you give someone wanting to pursue a career similar to yours? So
You
all
mean-
the minimum wage employees out there.
Well, no, actually, my career currently would be...
Oh,
Oh, man.
in a band. You
Yeah, I guess.
want to drop your band right now? Drop your band name.
Nah. I mean, I guess.
You guys haven't decided on the name.
No, yeah, we have Lionesska.
Every time I see it, I think of Linus Tech Tips. That's all I see. I don't know why.
But that's our band, and we haven't made any music on Apple Music or anything, but we're looking to do some gigs around here soon.
Oh,
Around
well,
here, around our
look
area.
out for Lionesska in your tri-state area. All right, they might be dropping by.
I'm sure.
for sure.
For sure.
Um,
But any advice?
any advice?
This
that
is
people
mainly
want?
directed at you, Brandon.
Yeah, it
Hey,
is.
you just need to practice at least once a day. Maybe not even once a day, because I don't practice that often. Like maybe twice a week at most.
But do it
But
well.
just consistently, and make sure you're putting your all into it.
Yeah.
And find songs that you love and write songs. Just write. No matter what.
Consistency is key. So when
Shut
you're
the fuck up, Brandon. You do not have a say in
Okay.
have a say in my
Alright,
advice.
really coming at me here, I guess. Tonight's just attack me. But yeah, no. I get what you're getting at. But moving on to the next question.
Sip.
What are the best resources that have helped you along the way? So who are people in your life that have really helped you get to where you are today?
You.
Me? Oh, man, you
My
shouldn't
mom.
have. Oh, shout out to Nikhil's mom.
Therapy.
Anyway, everyone got a little therapy now and then to help.
Honestly, everyone who's done me wrong throughout my life, they have helped me get to where I am. And I don't have a problem with that.
Good thing for you then?
You know, it is a good thing. Going through troubles and tribulations may be like a bad thing during that point in time, but you just gotta look towards the future.
You're
where
better with it than without.
Yeah.
Because you've learned from it. So
Yeah.
that's good for you. We're not saying trauma, like, yes, you need it.
No. I'm not saying anyone needs trauma. Trauma is terrible. I'm not talking about trauma. I'm talking about just like bad experiences with people. You learn from it. This goes back to that whole learning thing. You learn from it. But on top of that, yeah. Fuck. I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
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 You know? Yeah, we're real good at this. All right. I have been sipping my water very quietly, but every time I close the bottle, you just hear the click click, and I can't do it any quieter. So that's annoying. Who are the 3 people who have been the most influential to you? So anyone from like celebrities. Okay. So like celebrities, like your parents, friends. I don't know.
Most influential?
Yeah.
Jessica. My mom.
Jessica, your mom.
And my grandfather. Those are.
Good man. I wish I had met your grandfather.
I wish you had met my grandfather too.
Because I remember you were always talking about, you're like, I'm at my grandparents, I'm playing games, and you'd show me like how you like your beat up old guitar was there, and it had like marker on it or something, and I was like, oh, look at that, and then yeah.
My grandfather, he was great. And then he died.
Jesus. Yeah, shit sucks, Things happen. 2020 has been a real bang.
He died 2019.
It was that long ago now? I think it was early 2019 then.
It was 2018 actually.
There's no way.
When did Sam and I get together?
Sam and you got together at
last year, 7 months ago.
7 months ago. Only 7 months ago.
A year and 7 months ago.
Oh, I was gonna say what?
So 2019, because
it's just that's why it doesn't seem like it was that long ago.
It's almost 2 years ago.
It's
Jesus
almost 2 years ago now. That's crazy. It's just because the fact that junior year did not happen really, and this whole pandemic, it's really weird.
It did happen. Like when I think back to 7th and 8th grade, it's like that's 1 year in my brain, even though that's like
bunch.
It's 2 separate years, and I'm 2 different people throughout those 2 years. Yeah. And I like
you're going through like 3 years
of weeb, and one of those years was me not.
Man,
and just listening to Eminem and Hamilton all day. That's all I did during
those years. Nikhil the weeb. Interesting time.
Yeah, I had the bangs.
Yeah, man, you had the emo hair. You had the black hair where it was just like all over. Oh, I remember seeing that photo of you in like the car with your glasses in the front seat, and I was like, "Ooh, look at this man! Look at this man!"
Nah,
let's not look at this man.
Let's not look at him.
I mean, I've always looked the same except my hair. I've begun doing my hair
in that license photo. You look.
I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know. I mean, I had just turned 16 there, so I was still basically 15-year-old Brandon. You doing a little drum solo? I didn't know you did drums. You're gonna replace the drummer in the band. Dom is jealous right now. Okay. Did you get water on yourself?
Water in here.
I thought it was empty.
It was.
All right. What is the one common myth about your profession or field that you want to debunk?
The one common myth just about me in general is that I'm a cheater.
Is that you're a cheater?
Yeah, that's a common myth about me.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not a myth per se.
But people, like, literally,
people get the wrong idea.
I interacted with someone less than a week ago who thought that I was a womanizer and just cheated on every girl I've been with.
Oh, man.
I'm like, dude, I'm gay too.
No, wait, don't forget about the men.
No, but yeah, I'm not that person. That's not who I am.
Yeah, I think I know that. If anything, I know that you don't cheat on people, though you do like a lot of people. Like you like people. You're very you are a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's who I am.
I like how I asked you, what is a common myth about your profession? You said, about me? Well.
Because I'm not, dude. I'm not that person, but people really think I am.
The common myth for me is everyone thinks I'm gay. or everyone thinks I'm rich.
You're not?
Which question are you asking?
Yes.
I can absolutely deny both of them. But
I think you are wealthy.
no,
I am wealthy.
we're well off. We're middle class, all right? We're all middle class.
Middle class.
No. There's high middle class. Like Elena, she's rich, but she's not rich. She's just above middle class, I think, unless she's high middle class. Because, you know, Elena's freaking living it up on the hill the house that her dad built for her. She lives, you know those really big houses when you're driving, like, past the fire station?
You know my grandma lives in a house bigger than your house, right?
Well,
that's where I live most of my life.
I wish I could go there.
Rich.
And you said I was rich.
Nah,
yeah. That's a common myth, though. I'm not.
My grandma was well off, for sure. She had a good amount of money. So my grandfather stopped working and then passed away.
Well, that part's not lucky. Yeah, that's the way
I did get lucky, though.
Oh, yeah, I did too, for sure. I could have grown up in some
South
slum.
African.
No, I was going to say China, but, you know.
Oh, that's true.
Some crowded slum in China. Freaking.
Or some village in India, dude.
Oh, yeah. India's, oof. You know.
No, India's not that bad.
At least it's a democracy. Well, yeah. It's relatively, you know, people have a say in India, I think. You know, I'm not too up to snuff on my knowledge of India.
Well, the traffic fucking sucks, let me tell you that much.
And there's that one river they all bathe in. It's a little dirty.
Brandon, are you thinking that the entirety of India is a fucking
No,
village?
I know what India looks like. I know what parts of India looks like. But isn't that like the biggest city in India? Or is like the second biggest where the Ganges or Gandhi?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The river. The river in India.
I've never been to that part of India, so
I've never been to India. My name's Nikhil. I go to India.
There's big cities there, man. Oh my god, it's wild. Like I had sushi there and it fucked me up.
You had sushi in India? I can imagine why.
No, but my uncle is an architect in India. Man, the house that he built, oh my god, dude.
Big or nice?
It's big and nice.
Well, I hope so. Yeah. If you could step into my shoes, what would you have asked yourself that I didn't? So, if you could be in my shoes right now.
Why am I not gay?
Wait, so if you were me, I'd be asking you, why am I not gay?
Yeah. So
tell me what.
So I'm in your shoes, like
you're
I'm
in my shoes right now.
I would be asking myself.
You'd be asking you.
So I would be in your brain. I would be asking me, why am you not gay? like you, like Brandon.
Why am you
why
not
is
gay?
Brandon not gay? That's what I'm saying.
Why am I not gay?
Yes.
I don't like dudes, bro.
I know.
I like the bros.
Bro,
I just don't
like
the
bros.
dudes. Don't wink at me.
Kiss me through the mic.
Here's my water. All right. I feel like I'm calling my cat. Come here. Come on. Come here, boy.
All right.
Here, boy.
Let's see if I can do this. I learned how to do like an owl
Hand
call.
trumpet. Oh.
I'm not. I
learned how to do it.
Fuck off.
And then I do it.
Can you hear it in the headphones?
Yeah, I just hear. You're just blowing into your hands.
I know, but it's supposed to shut up.
Well, you can like
ask the next question, Brandon.
Okay. Where can our listeners connect with you online? All right, we already know this.
MessilyFused, on YouTube, on Instagram, Lincoln.Pillup. It's spelled Lihk. Wait, how do I spell my name? Lihkin .Pilihb.
Yeah, that's him.
So. And that is my Instagram where I perform music, and you better be putting these on your screen when you.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll just link them in the description.
And then my band's Instagram page, which isn't super big yet, it's Nexiles.official. That's not the name of the band. That's just what it. Or is it Nexiles Official? I don't.
That is.
I don't know
Instagram.
if that's the name of the Instagram. Is it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Didn't you create it? Aren't you the admin of that
I am
account?
the admin of it. But I forgot.
You have like 12
It's a shared
Instagram
email.
accounts.
It's a shared email
Yeah.
with the rest of the band. But I admin.
And my listeners can contact me nowhere because I ain't giving you squat doodly. Even though
I'm talking about contacting me. I'm talking about you can follow me and check out my shit. Okay,
My-
don't contact me.
Don't talk to me. I don't know who you
are.
are. Stop talking.
I'm joking.
All right. And final question is where I insert my signature question. I have to plug in my own question here. It's going to be real difficult, this one. If you were allowed to start over again from the ground up, start and rebuild who you are, do anything different in your life, would you, and what would you do differently?
Like I could change I could change anything?
You could change anything, but you'd have to go back, like relive those years. But go back to what year and change what?
See, I like the person that I've became, but also I do wish I had a father. I wish my dad was actually there.
You can't do anything about that.
No,
that's
but
just
you said change anything.
Oh,
so do you mean I can't change that?
I mean, sure.
Or you mean things that were just in my control?
Anything.
Well, okay, I'm gonna do things that are just in my control. Okay. So
I give you the option, and you don't want to take it after
the biggest
you
failure
the
that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
My greatest failure that I learned from, I would completely remove that. And
remove that experience?
I would completely remove that experience. I might have learned from it, but it was also an extremely traumatic experience.
Mm-hmm.
Just so I could be a happier person overall. I wish when I was younger I didn't spend $500 of my mom's money on mobile apps.
No way.
I did that.
No.
I was a kid. I didn't know any better.
Oh man, I remember.
And she didn't have it password protected, so I just kind of was on her phone and I just started
there.
buying things.
I used to for like on mobile games, I had Clash of Clans, and I always tried to figure out how to pay to get more of the gems, the green gems, so I can like speed things up. Cause shit in that game would take days.
I know, dude. I used to play that game too.
But I never got the information because stupid child.
What's it called? Yeah. I wouldn't change much in my life.
No.
Yeah. I wouldn't change much in my life.
No.
Oh, you want to hear a story?
Oh, stories. I'm fine with the story.
How the mob hit my house. So my stepfather Joey, my little sister's dad, was a crack addict, I think, or yeah, he was a cocaine addict, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and we were living in New Mexico at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, he started like.
It's the Sam.
He started selling, like, oh my god, he started selling off our shit, and like because he couldn't pay them back, and he would play poker with them, like he would gamble with them, and he would buy drugs from them.
Yeah, that's the worst thing to do: gamble with your drug dealer, especially if they're like.
But they weren't just a drug dealer. He fell in with these people. The Spanish mob, the Mexican mob downtown.
Nice.
Down in New Mexico, right? Oh my god, dude, we got in a fucked up situation.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because he ended up leaving us like dead and dry in New Mexico without anything, right? He took half our shit and sold it to try to pay him off, and then when he couldn't pay anything else, he called his mom and told his mom to fly him back home, back here to New York.
He escaped.
Yeah, basically. So we got fucked up, right? Because once a day we would not once a day but often they would mark up our house, they would leave X's on our house, as in like, this is a house to hit. This is the house that you should hit, because we would get constant break-ins. We would oh my god, dude, it was fucked up.
I can imagine. Jesus.
It was fucked up. I ended up getting sent back to New York to live with my grandparents, and my mom and all my other siblings went and stood with the father, my mom's father. But dude, that shit was fucked up. Anyway, I would also just cut that out of my life entirely too. But I mean, it makes for a cool story.
I mean, yeah.
My house was hit by the Spanish mob, dude.
What's the coolest thing that's ever happened to me? There's like
I don't think it's the coolest. I think it makes for a good story, but it's definitely not a cool thing.
My good stories that I have is like me throwing desks in elementary school.
It's always the worst story. Like the worst things.
The worst things that happen when you're younger are cool stories.
Yeah,
you know? It's very interesting. Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's the most? What's your fondest memory as a child?
When I was like, I think I was 4 years old, and I hacked into my. It's gonna sound completely unbelievable, but I hacked into my aunt's computer to play Thomas the Train. What? I'm not joking at all, dude. That's like, that is what happened.
Thomas the Train.
It was like some Thomas the Train game, and my aunt wasn't unlocking the computer, and everyone was busy. Like, so I just went down to the basement. I went on the computer, and I don't remember how I got in, but all of a sudden I was in.
And you were in. Operation Alpha was a go.
And then my mom came down, and she was like, "What are you doing?"
Playing a game, bro.
And like it's not like this was a one-off occurrence. I did this a lot, like with a bunch of people's computers.
Nice.
Like my mom once came down in the middle of the night, and I was just sitting there on the computer playing Thomas the Train Engine, just half awake, just like just like fucking. And she looked at me, she was like, "Nikhil, what are you doing?" I was like,
"Gaming."
Playing Thomas the Train. I can barely speak at this point. I'm fucking hacking into shit. Like, dude, I'm nutty.
I played my gaming rig. I used to have, my PC was set up here, and it was specifically for me. My dad had his work computer there at a different desk, and there was a desk here, and around the desk there was just rows and rows of CDs and DVDs, all sorts of games.
Bro, that sounds so much cooler. Why is this here now?
Yeah, it's just a bookshelf now.
Yeah, bro.
I used to have so many games, and then there used to be toys lying around along this wall, all the way over and stuff like that. But I used to have so many games on that computer, and I don't know what happened to all of them. I miss them because I have fond memories of playing like that Play-Doh game. I remember it just had a blue disc, and it was a Play-Doh game, and it was really fun. It was like on an island, and there's a couple other games, but I can't really remember them. And then, but that was like when I was like
another memory
6.
for me is I was probably 6. It was in the basement of my grandma's house.
What is it with everything happening in the basement of people's houses?
Sorry.
What's the deal?
What's happening?
What's going on down there?
My mom used to live down there when I was a baby until she moved out because my dad's.
Yeah.
Anyway,
continuing on.
So it was like all furnished and shit. There was a
finished
carpet. There
finished
was a table tennis table. There was a TV. There was a futon.
You mean ping pong?
Ping pong.
Table tennis table. I'm sorry. I just had to say something.
But there was a futon. There was a TV, and one of my favorite things to do, anything Guitar Hero related. I just fucking loved Guitar Hero, dude. It's like specifically that memory, but I also remember another time I was at my mom's house over off I think
probably
you should probably bleep that out maybe.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, oh man, we would have just everything set up. We'd have the drum kit, we'd have we'd have 2 people playing the guitars and 1 person. We had a whole band going on for Guitar Hero, dude.
Nikhil
was
always had
the
a band.
Best shit ever. And then you wonder why I love guitar, you know?
Bro, Guitar Hero got you started.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I forgot what got me started on guitar, because I've been doing it since I was a wee lad, but I don't know why.
Very inconsistently,
but for a long ass time. I no joke. I think I started playing when I was like 6 or 7. I was.
Bro, you should
tiny.
be like years.
I don't know why. I should be so good.
You should be eons ahead of me in skill.
Because it was. I played it for like 3 consecutive years. Then I stopped for a long time. Because the whole school thing.
And then you met me.
No. And then I started having private lessons for about 2 years with Mr. Lappins. Then I stopped again, and then I became friends with you.
And then that's what jump started you back
got me
into
back into it.
And then now you're just have guitars on your wall
Yeah.
where people comment on them, and then I have a whole 8 behind me, and no one says anything
who
about my
said
8 guitars.
It was Maria.
It was Maria.
She was like, "Yo, Brandon, I like your guitars. You got an electric one." And Nikhil, you just had like your rows of guitars.
I have a sitar, 2 acoustics, 3 more electrics.
It's a lot of guitars. I like your guitars though. They're nice. They're all nice.
Because it's good to have a variety. Because especially since I do so many different songs, different styles require different types of guitars. Like I have a metal guitar. I have one for blues. I need another guitar specifically so I can play deeper things. Because there's some metal things that
you're running out of room.
Even deeper tuning.
No, you should do.
Well, that guitar stand can hold up to 10 guitars.
You should. Oh man, that closet. If you could like move your clothes somewhere.
Bro, imagine.
If you could just have like your guitar set up in there, like it finished.
Dude, I would
that
so
would
do
be
that.
amazing.
I would so do that.
That
the
would
only
be so
problem
awesome.
with it is I'm moving out within the next 2 years.
Yeah, so it's
and
not worth it.
Yeah, and on top of that, not even the next year, but on top of that, what was I gonna say? Fuck.
I don't know.
Oh, it's like it's not insulated, so it'll make the guitar neck start bending and warping, and then it takes like
I mean, if you were to finish the room, though, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Not just store them in there.
I would love to do that. That would be amazing.
Awesome.
And that would free up a whole section of my room.
Yeah.
You
could honestly maybe even open it up, so it wouldn't be like closed up unless you.
No,
want
I can't do that. There's a
chimney.
Brick.
No. But I don't mean open it up all the way, but like put it around the chimney. I don't know.
No, you're right. That would be awesome.
Yeah. At least you get a closet. That's a big closet.
No, at least I get a walk-in 20, like, what is it, 100 square foot closet?
I don't know. My closet's just one of those, little open and
100
close.
square foot. That sounds like...
That's way too much. But it's...
No, it's like here to there.
Your closet is long, but it's not...
It's because of the slants, but because it's the attic.
Oh, well, yeah, because... Okay, yeah,
That's
attic. So it goes like this and down.
But my closet is technically almost half the size of my room. It's just since there's slanted walls, and since there's so much slanted, it's like...
So much slanted.
Anyway, I think we're nearing the end of this podcast, aren't we?
Yeah, I think you're about right. I think we really filled the time with this one.
Yeah.
So
I didn't feel like there was any.
We did it.
We did it, Brandon.
By the way.
Oh,
let me tell you.
Oh my God, we recorded 3 separate things before this, and all 3 of them ended up being muted. We even had a fucking cameo of one of our friends, Joe.
Yeah.
Come in and do a Trump voice.
You know what? I'll do it. I'll call him right now, just so this one can be as good as the podcasts that will never get back. I bet you he won't pick up. But let me see if he can do it real quick for me. I'm gonna call him and put him on speaker. Let's see. Let's hear the Joe.
Hello?
Hey Joe, can you do the Trump impression again?
That you only call me to use my voice, okay? I'm going to put my other imposter on the line. Quite thank you.
Thank you very much, Joe. Okay.
Well, listen to me. This is us.
Oh.
Quite frankly, I do not approve of this.
Wait, is that Jake?
I think it's Jake.
It's Jake.
Joe Trump impression, okay? So, if you're going to dial him up like this, please put me
They
on
sound
the phone.
exactly the same.
I will discuss the terms and conditions of speaking to my client.
Thanks, Jake. All right, I'm gonna hang up now.
Quite frankly, I'm going to shit.
That was great. That was a great addition.
No, dude, I swear, I gotta do a Discord call with them, and sometimes I can't tell the difference between their voices. They sound
very
so similar.
They do. I've only ever talked to Jake once, but he was like, "I'll put you on with my other imposter," and then it was like, "Oh yeah, that's Jake," because they sound exactly the same.
Yeah, no, they fucking. Oh man.
Imagine it was just Joe putting his phone in his other hand. Just over here now.
Oh man.
Man, that's great. Look at that. So now everyone has heard what they have
word
missed.
by word. Word by word.
Word what?
Word by word.
Word by word. So you
are
really
hot.
No.
Homo.
I was gonna say no you, but you would have said you, so it would have been back at me again. So now we do the outro, right?
It's
the
end.
when we did it the first time, it was funnier, and then it was just the whole thing was muted. So
Yes.
That's it. Was just yes. Right. Well, it was good seeing you.
Yes.